Good morning, friends. It is early morning here. The sun is still kind of making its way up over the house, but I thought it would be fun. It's supposed to be a really pretty day. I thought it would be fun to give you a little tour of our yard, our gardens, show you what's popping up. It's been kind of a chilly spring here in Michigan, so I feel like we're a little bit behind maybe, but I want to show you what annuals we picked for our window boxes out front and some perennials I picked up this year, and kind of give you an update on our home progress. We're painting our home exterior and it's definitely taking longer than what I thought it would, which is always the case when you try to DIY things, but it's getting there. So I thought I would show you an update on that and then just get some flowers in the ground with you guys. It's gonna be a beautiful day. I also want to share with you guys some thrifty container ideas, some different options that you can use in your garden to give it that cottage style feel. So I'm excited to get started today. I gotta find my garden gloves and I'm thinking about making a second cup of coffee to bring with me. So let's get started. So whenever I am looking for flowers for our home, I always like to look for plants that are more whimsical. And what I mean by that are plants that have a lot of movement. They're very playful. They aren't so, symmetrical. They kind of flop and do their own thing. And to me, that reminds me of more of an English cottage garden. Sort of like flowers that would just be growing alongside of the road. And so those are the types of flowers that I look for my boxes. And I like to stay within the pink and purple and blue and white theme. I think that those colors go really well with our gray home. And so you just saw me pick up some petunias. I always get those every year. I typically get like a really pretty purple petunia as well as a white petunia. And I love how just playful they are and how they kind of fill in and flop all over. And you do have to deadhead them, but they are just so pretty. I also found this beautiful perennial. I want to say it's called something tuft. Is it candy tuft? Maybe I'm completely wrong about that. Along with some geraniums that I'm gonna try indoors as well. But I can't wait to show you how beautiful all of these flowers look in our gardens outside. There you go, candy tuft. All right, guys, weren't those flowers that I picked up gorgeous? I can't wait to show them all to you. I'm gonna take you outside and give you a little tour of our garden space. But before I do, I made that second cup of coffee. And let me just say that it's not because I didn't get a good night's sleep last night. Oh my goodness, I slept like a rock. We just went up north to the cabin for a few days just to open things up. And honestly, the one thing that I miss so much is my mattress. Whenever we go anywhere else, I miss my mattress. And I want to thank Birch for sponsoring today's video. We love our Birch mattresses. All of our kids have them. Mike and I have a Birch mattress. There are so many reasons why we love our Birch mattresses, but before I tell you a little bit about this awesome company, you guys, they are currently having their 4th of July sale, and you guys can get early access. I'm gonna put my link down in the description box below. I'll put it on the screen here as well. It's birchliving.com/pine and prospect. That's birchliving.com/pine and prospect. You can use the code BirchPartner27 to get 27% off of your Birch mattress. That's 27% off, amazing savings. But let me tell you why we love these mattresses so much. Birch Living makes fiberglass-free mattresses crafted with responsibly sourced materials such as organic cotton, organic wool, and 100% natural latex. So when you think about the amount of time we spend in our mattresses, I think it's like a third of your life you're sleeping in a mattress. I started to learn a little bit more about how mattresses are made, what they're made of, and it was not pretty. And when I learned about Birch and how they make their mattresses with natural materials, it just made me want to make the switch so much faster. Like I said before, all of my kids have Birch mattresses, so I can rest easy knowing that they are sleeping on natural materials. I don't have to worry about off-gassing or them breathing in different chemicals. Now, my kids and I all have the Birch Luxe natural mattress, but what makes Mike and I's bed even more amazing is that we have the mattress topper, and it just feels like you're crawling into a cloud. That made such a difference. The mattress is super comfortable, but that mattress topper feels so amazing. And when we crawled into our bed last night after being up at the cabin, it just felt incredible. We love our Birch mattress so much. But if you are nervous about buying a mattress online, which I would be too, you know, it's nice to be able to feel it, touch it, lay on it. The awesome thing about Birch is that they offer a 100-night sleep trial. That's over 3 months that you get to try out your mattress and see if it's for you, which I just think is incredible. They also deliver your mattress right to your door, and it's free shipping within the US. Birch also offers an in-home setup and removal of your mattress to make the whole buying experience even more simple for you. Guys, we love our Birch mattress, and I know you will too. Now is the time to take advantage of this amazing 4th of July sale. Like I said, you guys get early access by going to birchLiving.com/Pine and Prospect and using the code BirchPartner27 to get 27% off of your mattress. This is incredible savings, and you guys, with a 100-night sleep trial, you have nothing to lose. If you've been wanting to give Birch Living a try, I'm gonna put the QR code here on the screen so that you can check it out. I'll put the link here on the screen as well, and all of this information will be in the description box below. Guys, go check out Birch Living. We love our mattress, and I think you will too. All right, so I have a little bit more coffee here, and we're gonna go take a look at our gardens, and I'm just gonna show you what we have going on here in Michigan early June, and just some plans we have for the outside. So it'll be fun. Let's go. Okay, so right off the bat, this is kind of our vision for the front porch, doing some sort of stone paver. We're still playing with options, but this is one that we're kind of liking, and they're very affordable. Just haven't decided 100% yet. So that's what these pavers are here for. We have also been looking at stone samples for the porch. This stone, this was a DIY project years ago, and we didn't do it properly. As you can tell, the stone's all falling off. But we want to bring the stone up higher and have it meet the pavers. I will show you some pictures that I have saved on Pinterest that'll kind of give you an idea of what I'm talking about. And we're gonna do new railings as well, but that's what's going on here. It's a bit of a mess right now, but let me show you what's happening with the front door. So the whole front of the house has been painted. We have some touch-ups yet to do, but interestingly enough, this is the Rockport 25% darker. Put the same shade on the shutters, and the shutters look a little too dark for me. So crazy. So I'm considering making the shutters and the window boxes the normal Rockport. But anyways, we ended up painting the trim around the door, and I love it. And we added this trim on the storm door to give it a more traditional feel. I just don't know that it's quite right yet. It's like a stick-on trim that I got off of Amazon, and I'll have to show you guys how Mike did it. I have some footage here, but basically you just peel the back off and stick it right on. Let me get a little bit closer so you guys can see what this stuff looks like. It comes in black and white, so kind of a neat thing. I'm just not sure that I like the placement we chose, and we have some extra. I'm thinking this first line needs to drop down a bit, and I need more of a spring wreath. That's just one I grabbed. It's actually a fall wreath, but I feel like it doesn't look horrible. Now this lantern I am in love with. I was so happy with this. I'm gonna show you the detail on this lantern. It has, I think it's called weathered copper, has this really beautiful bubbled glass. Is that what it's called? That's not the name, but it's so pretty. It's beautiful turned on, and it's like weathered so that you can almost get the look of aged copper with these little teal speckles like copper has when it ages. It's so pretty. So we have one for the front and one for the shed. I will put a link to this lantern in the description. All right, so here's a closer look at our window boxes. They're gonna fill in much more. Mike built new ones and then we painted them that Rockport gray. I'll give you a close up here. So beautiful how these came together. Guys, this bunny just popped up right next to me. Oh my goodness. I don't know what I should do. It's just coming up right next to me. Hey, little bunny. Oh my goodness. This is so cool. Oh, the helicopters have dropped. Look at our yard. It's insane. Well, that was a fun experience, picking up a bunny. All right, so the morning light isn't the greatest, but here's kind of what the house is looking like. We're thinking about putting shutters on this wall as well. The shake there up at the top has not been painted yet, so that's why it's still all kind of scraped up looking. Here's a look kind of further away, but I really like how it's all come together. Our front gardens are a bit of a mess. You can see the helicopters. I have to mulch yet, but what we have going on here is just some catmint. I've talked about this in lots of videos. One of my favorite plants. Hostas are so easy and low maintenance. Man, these helicopters. Now, these are endless summer hydrangeas. I have to cut them back yet still. I really cut them back this year, and I'm not sure I'm gonna have a really good show of flowers because of that, but they just really needed to be cleaned up. So I'm gonna go through here and trim some of these. And like I said, just mulch again. But once it all fills out, it does look really beautiful. It's just kind of late this year, especially with the hydrangeas. They're usually much more full. So I'll work on that today. I got this planter years ago. You can see it's lined with plastic and it's beautiful. And the reason why I brought it out here is because I'm thinking about doing wicker patio chairs, just to bring in a wood kind of weathered element onto the porch. So I think that'll be really pretty. I just have to find the right rockers or chairs or something. I'm not sure if I'll find like vintage ones or buy brand new. Here's some of the flowers that I want to put in planters on my porch today. I'll talk about that a little later on. I got also a few more of these petunias to plant. I have some broccoli to put in our garden. I want to go show you that. Some lavender, and then I got some white geraniums as well. I have an idea for those, and I just fell in love with these. Candy tuft, I think. Candy tuft is what it says. So beautiful and cottagey. More petunias, and I'll show you where I plan on putting those. I thought these were so pretty as well. I love to do like purples, pinks, whites. Let's see. There you go. Here is a view of the pavers from the inside. So pretty. As we make our way into the backyard, I don't know if you guys remember, I bought this arbor at a garage sale last year. And I am just loving this beautiful entrance into our backyard. Now you can see here that the shake still needs to be painted. The bottom portion is finished to Revere Pewter. We gotta do something different over here. Our lavender is not doing well over there. Thinking about hydrangeas, but we just made this little walkway. We planted some clematis, which is doing really great. Kind of climbing up the side. Now in these boxes we have some catmint, which always fills in nicely. And then this flower here, which was kind of accidental. It is crazy, it spreads like crazy. I looked it up at one point. I'll have to look it up again. Now our beautiful snowball bushes are kind of nearing the end of their time. I will show you how gorgeous those are, kind of give you a view from the other side, but they have just grown to be huge, which is really exciting. So here's a view from this side. Those are our rockers from our porch, our old ones. But you can see how beautiful the snowballs are looking right now. My neighbor's dog is excited. Sorry about that. But these, like I said, they're almost finished blooming, which makes me so sad. I wish they would last this way all summer. Now, this is our lilac bush. You can see it's kind of finished for the year, but when they're both kind of in bloom, it's just so beautiful. Now, this is the area where I plan on planting more flowers. I did this whole project last year with you guys. You can find it on my channel. Although this snowball bush has kind of just gotten so huge, I typically put flowers in these planters that I got off the side of the road. And then I transplanted even more things this year. So they're not looking great because I just divided some hostas, but the shed has yet to be painted. That's going to be the Rockport gray, I'm sorry. And we're going to put a copper lantern over there. But let me show you our gardens and kind of what's popping up. All right, so we have just a pink geranium that I put. This was a garage sale planter that was kind of chipped up. I got it for a couple dollars. And I just stuck these in here. They've really gotten to be very hot pink. They really add some color over here to this corner of the garden. I want to put a little lavender plant in here. We've got some Brussels sprouts planted. We've already got some carrots popping up, which I have to go through these and kind of thin them out. We planted some potatoes over here, which we did not have success with potatoes last year. So this is our little herb garden. We've got some lavender, some chives, some sage, which has just exploded. Yeah, honey.
Potatoes grow up?
No, the potatoes haven't grown up yet. I have to move this basil. Mike put this here, but this will grow to be huge. So I'm gonna move that to that corner. We've got some cilantro that really shot up. And then, gosh, I think this is a little lemon basil plant. And this is just some lamb's ear that my friend gave me. So it's really small right now, but hopefully that'll continue to come back bigger and bigger every year. Over here we have quite a bit of peppers, probably way too many. My boys love peppers, sweet peppers. And then we planted some lettuce here, which is a bit, also, my boys helped me plant these. So we've probably got to go through these and thin them out as well. We're gonna plant a few more things right here today. We've got some tomato plants in this corner. And over here we have some cucumbers. And then our beans are already popping up. So here's a pretty little view of the back side of our garden. Like I said, house still being painted, but it's looking really beautiful. You can see half the shake here has been painted. And then the shed needs to be that same color. Our lilacs back here are all finished. They were absolutely gorgeous this year though, just stunning. So, oh, and I forgot to mention this little container. This is just a galvanized bucket that I got. I think it was like 20 bucks at a garage sale. And we really cut back the time this year, and there's some more chives growing in here, but I might plant some parsley in this little bucket as well. So the patio is a bit of a mess right now. We've moved everything away from the house to paint, and but this is kind of our back patio area. Needs some love right now. I need to get in there and weed, but we made that table. Mike poured the top of that table with concrete. Got to clean up those patio chairs. But I'm gonna take you around the corner and kind of show you what's going on. I've put more catmint under this tree here. And then on this side of the house, over here, so we have white daisies in between. Oh, why is my mind going blank on what these are called? I'll put the name of them on the screen here for you. But they really explode and spread, and they're super low maintenance. Well, thank you guys so much for coming along with me today as I show you my gardens and my yard. I hope this gave you some inspiration for cottage style gardening. And if you are new to my channel, I would love for you to hit that subscribe button. I will see you guys next time. Bye-bye.